Risk management is the process of identifying, assessing, and managing risks that may negatively impact the goals and outcomes of an organization. Risk management enables organizations to navigate uncertainty more effectively and achieve their goals. It fosters a culture within research and production environments where risk management becomes an integral part of all processes and decisions. The main stages of risk management include: the first stage is risk identification. At this stage, potential threats, vulnerabilities, and risks that may affect the idea, project, development, company, organization, and so on are identified, established, and recorded. At this stage, various methods are also used, such as environmental analysis, surveys, brainstorming, and historical data analysis. The second stage is risk assessment. At this stage, the likelihood of each risk occurring, and its potential consequences are analyzed to understand its scale and potential impact. This is often done using risk matrices or quantitative methods. To assess the level of risk, the RPM indicator, or risk performance management, is used, which represents the product of three indicators: severity rating, likelihood rating, and detectability. Each indicator is divided into 5 subcategories. The subcategories of severity rating are as follows. The first subcategory of severity rating is called no hazard and has a value of 1 point. The value is set to 1 when the following conditions can be accepted. Acceptable risk. The quality and functionality of the product will not be affected. No impact on safety. The second subcategory of severity rating is called minor hazard and has a value of 2 points. The value is set to 2 when the following conditions can be accepted. Visual or minor defects affecting the final product have been diagnosed. There is almost no impact on the use or effectiveness of the product. The conditions of the third subcategory are not met. The third subcategory of severity rating is called moderate hazard and has a value of 3 points. The value is set to 3 when the following conditions can be met. Significant defects were identified during the inspection. The defect may lead to product failure. The fourth subcategory of severity level is called significant hazard and has a value of 4 points. The value is set to 4 when the following conditions can be met. The product is defective. The product does not meet the specifications. Customer complaint. The fifth subcategory of severity level is called critical hazard and has a value of 5 points. The value is set to 5 when the following conditions can be met. The product's functionality is compromised. Negative impact on other functions. Significant regulatory impact. For example, a notification of the revocation of the product's sales permit. Customer complaint involving significant financial costs. The subcategories of likelihood rating are as follows. The first subcategory of the likelihood rating is called improbable and has a value of 1 point. The value is assigned 1 when the following probability can be accepted. It is not expected to happen at all, possibly once every 5 years. The second subcategory of the likelihood rating is called rare and has a value of 2 points. The value is assigned 2 when the following probability can be accepted. It will happen rarely, possibly with the probability of once every 1 to 5 years. The third subcategory of the likelihood rating is called possible and has a value of 3 points. The value is assigned 3 when the following probability can be accepted. It may occur, based on experience, once every 3 to 12 months. The fourth subcategory of the likelihood rating is called occasional and has a value of 4 points. The value is assigned 4 when the following probability can be accepted. It may occur, based on experience, once every 1 to 3 months. The fifth subcategory of the likelihood rating is called probable and has a value of 5 points. The value is assigned 5 when the following probability can be accepted. It will inevitably occur, based on experience, possibly once a month. The subcategories of detectability are as follows. The first subcategory of detectability is called high chance and is equal to 1 point when the following expression can be accepted. The ability to detect a potential failure and prevent it has a high chance. The second subcategory of detectability is called medium chance and is equal to 2 points when the following expression can be accepted. The ability to identify a potential failure and take control measures at early stages has a medium chance. The third subcategory of detectability is called low chance and is equal to 3 points when the following expression can be accepted: the ability to identify a potential failure in the finished product and take control measures has a low chance. The fourth subcategory of detectability is called very low chance and is equal to 4 points when the following expression can be accepted: it is likely that the ability to detect a potential failure has a very low chance, and control measures will not be identified. The fifth subcategory of detectability is called no chance and is equal to 5 points when the following expression can be accepted: it is impossible to detect a potential failure. There are no control measures in standard practice. The third stage is the development of risk management strategies. At this stage, methods for minimizing, reducing, preventing, or transferring risks are identified, as well as action plans and the implementation of necessary measures in case of their recurrence or the emergence of new risks. A table is created that records the potential risk, the possible outcome it may lead to, the cause of the risk, and assigns values for the level of severity, as well as indicators for its likelihood and detectability. Next, the three values are multiplied together to calculate the RPM. Based on the obtained RPM value, necessary actions to reduce risks are developed and recorded in the table. Next, the values for the level of severity, likelihood, and detectability are recorded again, and the RPM value is calculated. This is done to estimate the level of risks after implementing actions aimed at reducing them. Next, a proposed deadline for completing the action is set, a person responsible for its execution is designated, and a column is added to record whether the action has been completed or not. The fourth stage is the implementation of the strategy, monitoring, and control. At this stage, the chosen strategies are implemented, and situations are continuously monitored to respond promptly to changing conditions and to assess the effectiveness of the measures taken. In addition, at this stage, responsible individuals are identified, resources are allocated, and deadlines for risk management activities are established. Regular reviews and updates of risk management plans are conducted in response to changing conditions and new threats. The fifth stage is feedback and adjustment. At this stage, the results of risk management are evaluated, lessons learned from past events are identified, and strategies and procedures are adjusted based on the acquired experience and changes in the external and internal environment. These stages form a cyclical process, where monitoring and adjustment ensure the continuous improvement of risk management. If necessary, the cycle repeats, starting from the first stage,